Hello everyone, let me introduce myself. My name's Ash and I'm a digital marketeer in the sports industry with lots of experience managing brands through content creation processes. And ultimately, I've worked at an award-winning marketing agency known as Aporto Sports, who have worked with some big clients across the likes of the FA and Leicester City Football Club. I've been involved in the back end of designing and planning social media campaigns and websites for some fantastic companies, and you can find out more about that in terms of my credibility through the link in my description. So for my first upload, I thought I'd provide some athlete branding tips that can help with regards to getting yourself set up with building a solid personal brand. So, tip 1, establish colour schemes. Now here's a fun stat. With regards to colour schemes, when a consumer wants to engage with a product or a service that you may be offering, approximately 90% of their decision making as to whether they opt in or opt out essentially comes from the visual appearance from what they see at first glance. And ultimately, as you can imagine, colour plays a fundamental part in that. So for example, when thinking about the theme that you want your audience to go for example, if you're a very vibrant and upbeat personality, you would tend to go for like an orange or bright yellow tone. Whereas if you're more of like a relaxed personality, you would tend to go for a blue or green colour scheme in relation to forming your graphic colours. And the impact that this plays on your content over a long period of time, if followed consistently, is invaluable. So for example, when posting a coloured graphic on your Instagram page and it pops up on your followers feed, if you've executed it correctly, your audience will therefore likely scroll back up, increasing the likelihood of giving it some more engagement. However, these changes take time, so trust the process. So, tip 2, stay consistent. Now, life as an athlete is certainly, I can understand this is very much easier said than done, because life as an athlete is not a simple one. If you're not training, you're resting. If you're doing neither, you're either prepping meals or now, due to the importance of content, thinking of ways to build your personal brand to gain more opportunities with regards to sponsorship and monetization. So, when building a strong personal brand, you've got to find a format that is very suited to your personal needs. So for example, Twitter is seen to be one of the most user-friendly platforms out there with regards to building authentic connections with their audience and generating discussion-based content too. And alternatively, Reddit is more of an emerging platform that has helped many athletes with regards to boosting connections with their audiences one step further through offering the likes of monetizable assets through the platform itself. So those are some really interesting points to consider. But at the same time, whether you're more focused on the likes of promoting highlight reels or shots from your performances through competition, then you can, if you prefer to keep things more short and sweet, then consider short form platforms such as TikTok. And the great thing about short form platforms like TikTok, YouTube Shorts, etc. is if you have uploaded a YouTube channel, if you have uploaded a long form video on YouTube, you can therefore repurpose clips from that video and cut them up and share them across those short form channels to increase your content engagement. And again, it helps with the algorithm as well, because considering that attention spans are getting shorter and shorter, and then that can lead on to promoting other parts of your personal brand. When building a personal brand, it doesn't hurt to share content that is away from your sport and showing more interest around your interests and hobbies as a personality, hence the name personal brand. So, for example, UFC fighter Arnold Allen is brilliant at this. So, a great example from Arnold Allen is on Twitter, he's regularly posting content about Tesco meal deals. He's either criticising them due to how expensive they are, or he's simply sharing meal deals that he's having. And ultimately, despite it being a random topic, it's something that you can clearly see he takes a lot of pride and passion in. And from this, he could almost argue he promotes Tesco meal deals more than almost his actual fights itself. And ultimately, this is a great way to, demonstrate your personality and build up more authentic engagement with your audiences itself. And another example is also when you see high-profile celebrities go onto talk shows, they'll often be asked by the interviewer about their hobbies away from their profession. And again, the same applies to sports fans in terms of once you start to gain an engagement from their initial competition elements, you'll want that appetite to continue and grow even into a stronger bond to, again, build up new opportunities that can lead into sponsorship, that can lead into monetization. So for example, with Arnold Allen, with regards to the Tesco meal deal content that he promotes, it could almost lead to a point where he becomes an ambassador for Tesco meal deals or something similar. You see my point? So for now, those are some quick tips in relation to seeing how athlete branding works and some core pointers that can get you started on the fundamentals. And ultimately, if you found this video useful, I'd greatly appreciate it if you subscribe for more regular content each week from me. And also feel free to check out my other channels on Twitter, Instagram. You can more than welcome to connect with me on LinkedIn as well. And most importantly, feel free to leave a comment if there's any other athlete branding tips that you've found to be very beneficial in your lines of work. And I look forward to keeping in touch with you guys.